Alright, so what we've got here, I've taken the clutch back off the primary. The starter spigot needs a bushing made up for it, so I've knocked the old bushing out, and we've got, I was able to get this in town, it's a piece of bronze, it's a bronze bushing. It fits the starter really well on the inside diameter. It's about 4 thousandths clearance, so lovely, but the outside diameter is too small, so when it goes in here, about a millimetre difference. So in the interests of making things out of what I have on hand, I'm going to use this bronze bushing. I'm going to actually sleeve this inside a piece of 6061 aluminium, so it'll have a thin alloy sleeve on the exterior of this bushing, and the whole thing will get pushed into the casing, so it'll be a press fit into the case in here. So rather than going, I've done a quick ring around, I can't find any bronze round bar or even brass round bar, and if I do want to order it, it's about a week, 5 to 7 day delivery. So I want to get moving on with this, and let's face it, it's the starter, it's a bushing for the starter, it's not a high wear item, so I'm happy just to do a thin aluminium sleeve, which will get Loctited in. We'll use a bearing retaining Loctite in the case there, and then for this, again, this will be Loctited into the actual sleeve itself. So as long as it's a press interference fit, there shouldn't be any dramas. Alright, I'll probably take some footage over on the lathe, and we'll move on. Alright, we'll just go and we'll do some measuring up of the bits that we have, and we'll continue on. So it's 1.601, so 601 and 5/10. So leave it at that. That's getting pretty thin there, but that's all we needed, is just to pack it out that little bit. Now we'll get our bushing, and we'll take it down to 600 thousandths, which we can get that bang on 600, that'll give us 1.5 thousandths interference when I press this into here. Hopefully it presses in without splitting this alloy, so we want to get it as close as we can. We don't want to split this, because that's only probably 30 thousandths thick on either side. So that's bored out for now. We'll take that out the chuck. Right, so that should suit our purposes, what we want it for anyway. It's only got to be 500 thousandths deep, approximately, so we'll 6061 alloy, so it's machining really nicely. We'll double check our OD with our casing now before we go any further. If that's all good, we'll get our bronze bushing and knock the OD of this piece down to 600 thousandths. Press that in there. Then we'll bore it out. Oh no, that should be finished. That's actually finished diameter, so we'll just press that in there and grab it on this end here, and we can machine off any excess off here, off this end. Anyway, I'll go and measure this up. Alright, we've got Loctite 609 on this. There we go. Holding the camera here with one hand, so get it close. Let's try and center it up a little bit. So we're doing this, we don't want to split it, that's why it's only about half a thou interference. And also, I don't want to change the inside diameter of that bronze bushing, because it's already to size, so that pressed in there beautifully. And look up in there. So now we can grab it. I'll let that set for a bit. That's pushed in about, I don't know, probably 700 thou. I can grab it, once it's set, I can grab the bush on this end, we can machine all that crap off that end. See what we've got. Alright, be back soon. And we'll clean that up a bit and we'll have a bit of a closer look at it. So we didn't bruise that really at all. When we grabbed it and chucked it, you can see a few tiny marks there. But I just need to give this, see if that'll focus. Give this a bit of a clean up, final deburr by hand. You can see the thin outer alloy sleeve on there, so that's Loctited on. Oops, bumping the camera again. Now this will get some Loctite put on the outside of this, and it'll get pressed into the casing. We'll do a final check on the internal diameter, but I reckon that'll be pretty good. Set up in the press. There we go, press it in nicely. Put that down for a second. Alright, I had to put the camera down there. That was a bit of a pain in the backside. I started to press it in, it kicked sideways a tiny bit.